Hi everyone, welcome back to Soda Pop Crafts. I'm Sierra and I'm glad you're here. I am working on a different video. I'm gonna do how much yarn can I use this month. So I just filmed that really quick. But I'm in the middle of a project, but I have a couple other things to do and I was wondering if you guys might be interested in coming along with them. I'm not sure if it will be of interest because it's kind of craft related, kind of not. Let me explain. So I've been working on a market bag and I could easily keep working on that, but my hands are a little tired from all the crocheting I've been doing. And I have a project to work on. Let me show you. My oldest loves Legos, like a lot. And he is a magician with them. Like, I tell people all the time he has an eidetic memory because he is insanely good at trivia, at random facts, things like that. So something that I thought would be helpful for him, we live in a 2-bedroom apartment. We don't have a lot of like space designated just for him. So at the thrift store, I got this tray. It's just a TV tray, well, like breakfast in bed tray. But I know that this pattern is way too busy for him because he's really easily distracted. So I went to the dollar store and I got some contact paper, if you can tell. It's like a wood grain, like fake wood grain. So I was gonna cover this part with the contact paper and, you know, try my best to get it to stay sealed. And I mean, this is a big roll, so I could always redo it too. So that he has a mobile Lego spot, because one of his biggest issues is when I tell him, hey, it's time to clean up. He's like, but can I keep out my project? But if he keeps out his project, his little brothers get into it while he's at school, or, you know, we need the surface for something else. So I figured this would be a good solution that he can keep his projects on, and then he can put them on his dresser, or he can put them, you know, slide them under the couch, whatever it is, so that little brothers don't get into it and he can then work on it his next Lego session. So that's something I want to do. I'm going to clean it with a Clorox wipe really quick because I want to get thrift store gunk and whatever else is on there off. So I'm going to do that really quick and then I will come back. Hello. Okay, so I cleaned it off, which I'm glad I did because it got quite dirty. And then I cut approximately the right size of contact paper. It's a little bit large, which you want it to be because it's always easier to cut a little bit off of the edge than it is to add more. I do have an X-Acto knife and I'm going to like lay the paper down, flatten it out, and then use the X-Acto knife to cut off the edges. I just have to figure out how to angle it so that you guys can do it with me. And I need to find a quick flat edge. So let me see if I can find one. I've got like various craft supplies. Maybe this will work. It's like a little bookmark and then it's like a clip, but I can use this flat edge to push out bubbles. Okay, so it does say to start applying from the middle. So I think what I have to do, because this is like a strange, it's got the surface with the sides. I think what I'm going to need to do is take the entire backing off and start in the middle. So it might be a little bit tricky to place. I'm sure the backing is what's keeping it stiff though. I didn't worry about this raw edge because I'm going to be trimming the edge off with the X-Acto knife. So I'm not overly concerned on that being a rough edge because I'll get a nice crisp edge when it's done. Whew, this, if you could smell this. Okay. Bear with me, this is not going to be pretty. I think I'm gonna hold my finger here so that I can then work from here and kind of shift the sides, because obviously it's sticking quite a lot. Means the adhesive is working maybe a little too well. And because it's like such a strange thing with like the higher sides, it's gonna make it a little bit difficult to then lift up the edges and reposition. So this could take a minute. I will do my best to do a good job, I guess. We don't want these bubbles in it, so that's what the flat edge is for. So you can hear the little bubbles like coming out. I actually don't know if this straight edge was gonna work because it is not very large and some of these bubbles are quite large. So we may have to grab a different one. But for right now, at least until we get it sort of in position, I'm gonna stick with my choice here. Get it right up to the edge there. I might even need to grab a pair of tweezers. Honestly, guys, I have so much of this that if it doesn't work the first time, we can try again. And right now it's looking it's looking interesting. I am embarrassed to be showing this, but you know, when we're crafters, we learn as we go. It's crooked, and I know that you can tell. So what I think I'm gonna do, I know it says to start in the middle, but I think I need to line it up with one of the sides and then gently place it down, and then when I'm using the flattening tool, it'll be a bit easier for me to then flatten out the bubbles, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do so that this edge is out of the way is I'm going to roll it a little bit just on itself, and then I'm going to line up this edge. Whew, I'm probably doing this all wrong, but I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. Okay, so that looks a bit better. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. We got this, guys. Fear not. Fear not. It's going to take a minute, but we're working this together. And it's looking a little janky, but you know, my son is 7. He's not going to be too particular about how perfect it is. And a lot of these wrinkles that you're seeing are going to come out. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Calm down. It's fine. Okay, we're almost there, guys. I can feel it. Okay, so we got those big wrinkles. So now I'm going to try my best to lay it down really nice, get the center all situated, and now I feel like I need a decent sized scraper for the edge. So let me see what I got. Maybe we can use a small like notepad or something. I'm sure I have one around here. Oh, I have an idea. In a lot of the fabrics that I get from Walmart, they're like pre-cut pieces. They come in these little cardboard things and they make a good flat edge. Oh boy. We may be redoing this in a future video, or maybe I might not even share this video. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look. Beautiful. Okay. We're making progress. We got this. Much better. Honestly, I think tweezers or something of that nature would be helpful. but I don't have any with me right now. So we're just gonna wing it. Pro tip, a yarn needle can help you get the edges up a bit better. Okay, it creased a little bit there, but honestly, guys, he's 7. He's 7. And the pattern is also showing through a little bit, so I might have to get like a darker one anyway. So this will do. This will make do. And he's going to be thrilled. Like, he's easy to please. And sometimes we're good enoughers, guys. So if perfectionism is a thing that you have and it bothers you when other people are not perfectionists, this is not the channel for you. But if you are a crafter that is fine with get the job done, you're going to like it here, because that's basically all I do. My mom and I have conversations regularly where she just doesn't understand my crafting because I'm a tutorial girly. Like, when I first learned how to sew, I followed a tutorial far more often than I followed a pattern. And she is a pattern girly. Like, she will read a pattern till the day she dies. She will never ever stray from the pattern. And she knows how to, like, she's good enough that she knows how to make modifications and things. But she cannot wing it. And that's all I do, is wing it. So I really don't know how I evolved from my parents, because, well, I guess my dad is pretty like jerry rig fixes, you know, like he's kind of a this'll make do, you know, situation. And so maybe I got some of that from him. I was not raised by my dad, but I do have a really good relationship with him now. And I did spend a lot of like summers and stuff with him growing up. So when I talk about my dad, I don't have a ton of stories because I was mostly raised with my mom. But my dad has also taught me a lot too. He is a farm boy from Canada that has some of the coolest stories. If you can convince him to tell you. Sometimes they come out and I'm like, why have I never heard this story before? And he's like, I don't know. But he's just like a chill guy. All right. So there's a couple little bubbles, but guys, my son is 7. It's fine. It's going to be fine. So now I'm going to take this straight edge. I was cutting cardboard with it before, so there's some fuzzies on it, but I'm going to take this, tighten it a little bit, and I'm going to go and get the edges all crisped up. It didn't quite reach the edge over here. We're not going to worry too much. It's going to be fine. So we're just going to take it along the corner, take it slow, don't rush it. And then we've got this little edge that we can peel the piece up. And look, much, much better. That is going to be far less distracting for my son than the fruit that was on here before. So, I got my garbage over here, but it is sticking to me, so just a second. Okay, 3 more sides. We got this. We'll take it nice and slow. This side overlapped a little bit more. So I think I'm going to shove it into the corner a little bit more. And then the corner is a touch tricky just because it's going up on both sides. So I do think coming at it from this angle will be a better cut. Is it easier? Not necessarily, but we want a decent cut. So the things we do for our kids. Okay, look, that is already looking really, really good. So, first time for using contact paper, but I'm not mad at it. Like, it is looking pretty decent. And yeah, it's definitely not perfect, but I think most times contact paper is used for like shelves and things like that where you have a flat surface that doesn't have these sides on it. So I did choose a challenging first. This corner's not great, but you know, if we just ignore it, it's fine. Like, he's gonna have Legos all over this thing. So, and it's gonna get scratched and dinged up. And I have more contact paper. Look at that nice crisp edge now that I cut off the raw edge. And look, I've got all sorts of little doohickeys to do my best to flatten this down. We're gonna let it cure all night because I do know that he is a picker, and I might even like glue. Oh, look at that. It's already looking better. There's a wrinkle over here. He might pick at it. Guys, if he does, I will just reapply. I've learned a lot this first time. It's fine. It was a dollar store vinyl covering. So I'm not out a ton of money. I'm out a tiny bit of time, but guess what? It's going to bring him so much joy to have a portable space to play with his Legos on. He's already asked me about it a few times because he was with me at the thrift store when I got it. He's like, Mom, can I please play with my Legos on the tray? And I did tell him, like, hey, I have a plan that I'm going to, like, I need to clean it and I need to put this contact paper on it so that you have a more calm space to work on. And he agreed that that would be helpful for him. So he knows it's coming. It's not going to be a surprise. But he is pumped about it. And I think tomorrow, with it being no school, it's going to be a good day to give it to him. This spot got a little jagged, but look, not bad. Not bad, guys. I mean, yeah, not perfect, but not bad. So, thanks for joining me on this little craft. We will keep up with some other little crafts. You know, maybe we'll make a scrunchie. Maybe we'll work on a tote bag, or maybe we'll go to bed, you know? I have 3 kids, and just because they don't have school tomorrow doesn't mean they're going to sleep in. So, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this tray. I think it looks pretty decent. A lot better than the crazy fruit that was on here. So now this can go to my son, and I still have all this contact paper left. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So, I even like skimmed the instructions. I did it how it said, and it does have instructions for removing it as well. So it's not gonna be necessarily a permanent fix. Honestly, if I wanted a permanent fix, I would probably just paint over it. But for right now, I know he's gonna scuff it up. I know he's gonna play hard with it, and having something that I can replace again and again is going to be more useful to us than a permanent fix would, because then I'm just going to have to touch up paint. Whereas like contact paper, he can play with it until it's like kind of too difficult to play with. And then I can go back and I can take it off and I can replace it, and it'll be great. The things that you learn as a 3-time mom versus a 1-time mom. I know a lot more now than I did when he was my only one. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it a night. I might crochet a little bit more before bed, but I will check in with you guys later, and we'll go over what other projects we want to get done and go from there. So have a good night. Thanks for joining me. Bye.